Now, the 220 is the Betfair handicap hurdle, 2 miles, 7.5. We've got a field of 17 facing the starter. Let's check them. Millennium Royal is Arnaud Duchesne. 2 is Corello, Roddy Green. Royal Emperor is Podge Whelan. St Matthew is the Mounteer of Michael O'Connell. Mephisto is Paddy Brennan. Mr Nora, Tony Evans. Down to Irish Wolf, AP McCoy. Jazz D'Estraval is Tony Doblin. The Bajan Bandit, Keith Mercer. T's Components, Dominic Ellsworth. Carly's Quest is Paddy McDonald. BB King, Ruby Walsh. United, Leighton Aspel. Ocon, Genelardais is Chocolate Thornton. Good reports about this one. 2 miles west is Barry Canary. Down to Desert Tommy, William Kennedy. And Brankley Boy, a market mover this morning, Marcus Foley. So 17 to go. All 17 of them run. They start here much the same place as they started the previous race, the Betfair Chase, but this one, of course, on the hurdle course. It's slightly shorter in distance. They jump 3 flights down the back, sharp turn out of the back into the home straight, 3 there, and then they go and do it all again. So a total of 12 flights to be jumped in this Betfair handicap hurdle. 17 runners for the 220.
Well, Alan King is with me, who trains the favourite, and luckily Alan can pronounce it.
Well, I think I can. Halson Genelardais. And I didn't know he was favourite, so that's a surprise. Really.
And just explain why you're running him in a hurdle race, because we know him as a chaser, really.
Lack of opportunities, really. He's ready to run. And you look through the calendar, there wasn't too many races. I mean, I gave him an entry in the Betfair Chase as well, but I mean, that would have been pointless. And with this big prize money, I thought it was worth a crack. And he is lower over in the handicap. I mean, he's a stone lower over hurdles and fences. So we're going to run into him and see how we go.
We can have a good look at him there. And you're happy with his fitness and everything?
Yes, I mean, like all of mine, he's fit to do himself justice. There'll be a little bit of improvement, you know. I do think 5 to 1's absurd.
Well, there you go. You heard it from the trainer. Just a quick reaction, Alan, to the performance of Cato Star.
Ah, it was wonderful. Awesome performance. Yeah. Lucky Mr Nichols.
You wish you trained him.
Too true. But no, we all appreciate a good horse, and he looked a proper one.
Yeah, absolutely. Alan, good luck in this. Thank you for talking to us. Well, it's a big field for this. Let's just check the market with Angus and confirm that Alan King's horse is favourite.
Indeed, very open here. 5 to 1 it is. The clear favourite with BB King. 11 to 2, clear second best, and has been running for that one. Jazz D'Estraval is 6 to 1 with Irish Wolf. There's good support for that one into 13 to 2. But Brankley Boy is the one that interests me. There's been very good money for this one all day, and if you haven't had an interest already, 10's into 17 to 2. This Brankley Boy looks to be the each way bet in the race. Mephisto is a 9 to 1 chance from 10's with United at 12's. Desert Tommy is 12 to 1 with T's Components at 14's on the drift. Mr Nora is an 18 to 1 chance, and remember, if you're at home having an each way bet here, you do get paid on the 4 places. 2 miles west is 22 to 1, Royal Emperor 25s, St Matthew 33s, and the others 66 to 1 and upwards, with Corello the 100 to 1 outsider. But just going back to our last race, the Betfair Chase, and the excitement really growing down here about Cato Star. Now, Ladbrokes are 5 to 1 for the Totesport Cheltenham Gold Cup. I'll be surprised if that's still there later on in the afternoon, but they are still 5 to 1. That's a big price when you consider that Hills offer only 5 to 1. It now goes on to complete the £1 million bonus, which is to win the King George and the Gold Cup.
Well, let's talk about BB King, who had an operation on to help his breathing in the summer. Has had a slight hold-up in training, trained by Paul Nicholls, who we know is having a wonderful day. Joint favourite now, and owned by Graham Roach. Those colours made famous by the likes of Viking Flagship and Prideaux Bay. Boy, even. Exactly, Prideaux Boy. Now, Graham, tell us about BB King.
Well, BB King, we had a wind-up tie-back operation in September, and he's come out of it very well. We had Cornish Rebel done exactly the same time. This one took another couple of weeks to come through pelvic displacement, really. Nothing much, but we had to get him right before we let Mr Nichols get him back.
And I noticed that Paul said in the paper today, if this race was in a fortnight's time, he'd be much more confident.
Yeah,
he just may need it.
Yeah, I agree with that. This could be 2 weeks too early. But he's going to go novice chasing after today, and so it's a good warm-up.
Yeah, and you've got the jockey and trainer in form. I think Ruby's still smiling.
Yeah. Let's hope he is after this race.
Exactly. Well, good luck. Thank you for talking to us. So BB King and also Halson Genelardais, both of their, well, in one case the trainer, in the other case the owner, saying, well, they just might improve for this. Tony Dobbin with Jazz Destruval, I think he was a little bit concerned that the horse may not run. He's very, very fragile. They have decided to take the chance. He's very talented, but he's had all sorts of leg problems and has proved very difficult to train for Nicky Richards. But he's never finished out of the first 3 in 9 races. But he's only had 9 races, which isn't very many at all. Well, they're about to make their way out onto the course. Pretty hard, Jim, I think, to pick a winner, but Irish Wolf would certainly have a chance coming over for Tony McCoy, taking the ride for Peter Bowen from Wales.
Off and running, and Irish Wolf settles in 4th place on the inside for McCoy. He's got a good handy position in this really big field of 17 as they set off just under 2 circuits of the course to complete. And Desert Tommy sets off in the lead here with Royal Emperor, and just behind them is last year's winner Sir Matthew. Out wider on the track, the Bajan Bandit, and settled 5th on the inside is Irish Wolf in the hoop jacket. Just followed by another hoop jacket in 2 miles west, and BB King is wider out. They're followed by Halson Genelardais. They head now to the first of 12 flights. United getting up on the inside. Mr. Nora is out wider. Mistake by Brankley Boy back in the field. Hit that very hard and just lost a couple of lengths. Not handy so early in the race. T's Components is back there as they go over the second in company with Corello. Then on the inside is the grey Jazz Destruval, followed then by Millennium Royal, and Carly's Quest is right out the back. And so too is Mephisto, who resumes after such a long layoff as they head down the side of the course now and looking for flight number 3. The leaders here, Desert Tommy and Royal Emperor, the grey, who's very wide off the course. Just tracking that group is 2 miles west in the McManus colours. Irish Wolf is up there as well, not that far away, and neither is Halson Genelardais, who's been pretty heavily supported. BB King is there as well, and Sir Matthew has gone right around them to be up in 3rd position as they come around the home turn on the first occasion. The leader is Royal Emperor by 2 lengths or so to Sir Matthew, and then on the inside in 3rd is Desert Tommy. Irish Wolf is very handy, and so too next is 2 miles west in the McManus colours. Halson Genelardais is also handy as well with a red cap right in the centre. They're followed by BB King and Mr. Nora, and behind them is the Bajan Bandit, followed by Jazz Destruval and United on the inside as they come to the 5th. Millennium Royal is further back on the inside of runners. Corello is right there in the centre. Out wider, Brankley Boy is taking closer order now. They're followed by T's Components, and back in the field is the Bajan Bandit. And then Mephisto as they go over the next, and Carly's Quest is last. Still only about 12 lengths covers the field as they come up with a circuit to go. And it's Desert Tommy on the inside, sharing the lead with the grey Royal Emperor. A length away then in 3rd is St Matthew, followed then by Irish Wolf. Then United on the inside of Halson Genelardais with a red cap. They're followed by Mr. Nora, and 2 miles west, BB King is next, followed by Jazz Destruval and Millennium Royal going the shortest way on the inside as they race sharply left-handed towards the back now. Back in the field, Corello in company there with T's Components and Brankley Boy. Then out the back is Mephisto, 2 lengths to the Bajan Bandit, being hard-ridden, and 3 lengths last is Carly's Quest. The leader, though, as they head now to the 7th, is Royal Emperor by half a length or so to Desert Tommy. Up on the outside is St Matthew, followed then by Irish Wolf, who's very handy. Halson Genelardais running a big race. Then on the inside next is United, who's coming into it quite stylishly. Sir Matthew still very handy from Mr. Nora, and Millennium Royal from Jazz Destruval and T's Components as they go over the 8th. Then BB King and Brankley Boy out wider on the track. Back in the field is Corello under pressure now from Mephisto, dropping out as 2 miles west, and forget the Bajan Bandit and also Carly's Quest. All the time running towards 4 out now, And the leaders here on the inside is Royal Emperor from Irish Wolf in the centre. Then Mr. Nora out wide, hit it hard. United coming there very strongly on the inside. On the right of picture, Pink Cap. Just behind them is Jazz Destraval and T's Components. Halcon Genelardais still there with the red cap in the centre. Behind them, Mephisto is running on well. And they're nicely clear of the others, but bunching right up here, and Irish Wolf takes it up from United on the inside. Nothing between them as they swing around into the home straight now. Behind them is Jazz Destraval, and here's Halcon Genelardais. Further back, Royal Emperor and T's Components as they come to 3 out. Irish Wolf, the leader over it for Tony McCoy. United the far side. They're 3 lengths to Halcon Genelardais. They're followed then by Jazz Destraval. A long run now before they reach 2 out, and Irish Wolf the far side as the leader. From in the centre, Halcon Genelardais called on for an effort. Jazz Destraval is also there as well, and battling on well too on the near side is T's Components, and United behind them. A long gap then, BB King coming now towards the last. Irish Wolf propelled on the far side by McCoy, but here's the well-backed Halcon Genelardais on the near side, moving up to throw out a challenge. It's Irish Wolf the far side, Halcon Genelardais, Chocolate Thornton the near side. Not a great deal between them with 100 yards left to go. It's Irish Wolf the far side in front, safely holding on. No, Genelardais is wearing him down. Halcon Genelardais has got up. Halcon Genelardais gets up to beat Irish Wolf. 3rd, Jazz Destraval. 4th, T's Components, followed by United. Well, the winner there was Halcon Genelardais. Has got up for Chocolate Thornton and really wearing down Irish Wolf in the concluding stages to get up and win quite well. The winner is Halcon Genelardais. 2nd is Irish Wolf. 3rd, Jazz Destraval, and 4th, T's Components.
What a finish to round off the day, and a real rousing one at that. I think AP McCoy thought he'd done everything on Irish Wolf to ensure that he won it, but he didn't bank on the stamina and the staying power of Halcon Genelardais. His trainer Alan King told us beforehand he thought 5-1 was a ridiculous price. Looks all right now though, doesn't it? And it proves it's not a complete Paul Nicholls benefit, but Paul Nicholls very much the star of the show, courtesy of Cato Star, the impressive winner of the Betfair Chase, and now joint favourite for the Cheltenham Gold Cup with War of Attrition. We'll be reflecting more on that tomorrow when we're at Aintree. The Beecher Chase is the feature race, but now we're going to concentrate on rugby union. Head up to Scotland and Murrayfield. Jill Douglas.